Hello, welcome to another video from Wolf's Karate. My name is Sensei, and I'm here to teach you about martial arts, so you can get fit, learn to defend yourselves, and probably even become a professional fighter like I want to be. In this video, I'm going to teach you about kicks we use in martial arts. Basic, intermediate, and advanced. I'm sure pretty much all of my viewers know that a kick is a strike with any part of the leg, like the shin or the foot. They're very commonly used in karate, taekwondo, and even capoeira. I'm a big fan of capoeira. And before I show you kicks, I'm going to give you some tips and exercises you can use to improve them. Like for flexibility, as many kicks would use flexibility, especially those aimed higher at the head. You can try putting one hand against the wall, put one foot on the ground, and raise the other like this. Because this will strengthen your hip muscles, as those are important for your flexibility. And no, you don't need to be able to perform the splits to kick really high. You just need to have strong hip muscles. Another exercise you can use to improve your kicks, like to improve your kicking power. You can perform squat jumps, especially with a weight like here. This weighs like 30 kilograms. You do this. Like calisthenics. No, calisthenics. This will improve your kicking power and speed. It will strengthen your legs, particularly the quads. And the third exercise is squat kicks. Yes, the name is exactly what it says. You squat down, you kick, and you repeat. So I've shown you some exercises you can use to improve your kicks. And I want to show you the actual kicking techniques, starting with the basic kicks. And the most basic kick in any martial art is the front kick. So of course you go into your stance. It can be performed with either leg. Any kick can be performed with either leg, lead or rear. So it's like this. You need to make sure you put your hips into it. That's where you get the real power. Like this. You twist your hips into it. You thrust forward with your foot. Make sure you stick your toe up. It comes up like this, and then you lean back. It's meant to push. It's meant to push your opponent into their torso. And again, with the other leg. In karate, we call this maegeri. And the second basic kick I want to show you is the roundhouse kick, also known as the round kick or turning kick, or as we call it in karate, mawashigeri. So you turn to one direction with your foot, with your toe pointing to there. You make sure you twist your arms, and then you kick to the side of your opponent, like this. And with the upper leg. Make sure you also use your arms to propel yourself while kicking, because there you get more force. Like with the roundhouse kick, you get more rotational force. The front kick is the jab of kicks. The roundhouse kick is the hook of kicks. Also, there's the side kick. A good Bruce Lee reference is performed from the side. You put your arms back and you kick with the sole of your foot, pushing straight for your opponent. You tilt to the side while doing so. You can even add more power to it with the skip side kick, where you perform one step before the round in the side kick. In karate, we call this yogogiri. And there's the hook kick. It has the same chamber as the side kick. So basically, if you can perform a side kick, you can perform a hook kick. The chamber of the kick is important. Whether it gets the start up for the kick, gets the start up for the power. But this is the chamber for a round kick. This is the chamber for a front kick. And this is the chamber for a side kick. Perform a hook kick, which we call Ora Mawashigari. You perform a missed side kick, and then you bring your heel to your opponent's side, or the sole of your foot. Like this. Some people call it the reverse round kick. And there's also... So that's it for the basic kicks. Now I want to show you the intermediate kicks. So first, here's the back kick. Nat Hearn's signature kick. Probably seen him a couple of times do that kick. You turn your back facing your opponent, and of course you kick back like this. And make sure you put your arm like this, away from your opponent while doing so. Like this. It may look similar to the side kick, but it's different. You have to strike your opponent with your heel, usually into the stomach, like this. Of course, all kicks can be set up with punches. For example, the back kick, you can set it up with a hook punch, and then go back, goes a rotation, and then you kick. Kick like a horse. Some people call it the horse kick or the donkey kick. In karate, we call it Oshirogari. And there's also the axe kick. So how you perform it, you bring your leg over your opponent's head and slam it onto the top of the head. Like this. Don't do this. It's best to do this. It can be used as a feint for your opponent, and it gets their leg out of the way so it can deliver that devastating axe kick. It strikes the opponent on the top of their head, causes them a lot of CTE, and deliver that knockout. You chop their head like an axe when performing a kick. Your heel has to go on the top of the head. Well, you can do this, but I think doing this is more effective, as it can be used as a feint, as I said. And now for the advanced kicks. Many of these include spinning kicks. For example, the tornado kick, which you've probably seen me do loads of times. There are many ways to perform a tornado kick. So you have to step forward with one foot, or you can even switch foot. And when you've done that, you spin around. Make sure your leg is in the air, the knees are facing outwards, and then you round kick your opponent and switch legs. It is similar to a jumping round kick, like this. This is the signature kick of Taekwondo fighters, commonly used within competitions. After that tornado kick, you can even follow up with a hook kick, a spinning hook kick from the other leg, like this. Remember, a kick can be aimed at either the head, body, or leg. Also following that is the spinning back kick. So you step forward, you spin around, and then spin around 180 degrees. And for the other 180 degrees, you push your heel into your opponent like this. It generates much more force than a regular back kick because of the rotation. Remember, force equals mass times acceleration. Kinetic energy equals 0.5 times mass times velocity squared. So the more movement, the more rotation you have within your kicks, the more damage they will deal to your opponent. The more force they'll exert to them, and the higher chance you have to knock them out. But make sure you land them, or they'll counter-attack. Like this. And finally, I want to show you the spinning hook kick, which is similar to the spinning back kick, but with a hook kick instead. Of course, you step. You make a step like this, and you perform a. Make sure you can see your opponent when you're performing a kick. So then, you can unleash that hook kick to knock them out. Like this. One more time. So which kick in this video ended up being your favorite? If you did end up enjoying the video, please consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment, sharing this with others, and turning on the notification bell for future content. I'm aiming to reach 100 subscribers on this channel by 2026. And of course, as I said, you can make that possible by smashing that subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. Sayonara.